Hello, welcome to a new tutorial series on Cypress JavaScript tutorial. So are you someone who is willing to learn Cypress from the scratch and take your testing to the next level? Are you someone who is completely new to JavaScript, or you have experience with some other testing frameworks but you are willing to learn JavaScript and start with Cypress from scratch? Then this series will be for you. Whether you are an experienced developer or you are an experienced tester or you are starting from the scratch, doesn't matter. I will be discussing every bit of JavaScript and Cypress so that you will be clear on fundamentals and you will be having a flawless journey when it comes to Cypress testing. So welcome to the course. So looking forward you all to join me in this series. Let me take you through what and all concepts I will be covering up as part of this Cypress JavaScript tutorial, so that you will be better aware what concepts you need to brush up before diving into the Cypress testing. So welcome you all, and I hope to see you in the series. Let's dive in. So first we will begin with variable declaration and initialization. So that is where we will learn about the initial syntax where JavaScript will be used to declare a specific variable. Then we will dive into the data types. So we will get to know different type of data types available in JavaScript. So there are total 7 types of fundamental data types and 1 reference type. So we will all learn about that. Then comes your difference between let, const and var. Initially when JavaScript was introduced, we were using var to declare a variable, but later on as part of ECMAScript we have let and const as part of our variable declaration. So we will learn about the difference between them and how exactly they will be used. Then we will be moving to the hoisting. So hoisting is a very important topic, and I will be specifically putting focus on hoisting so that you will able to understand how exactly the variable will be behaving depending on the place where you are putting in that variable. Okay, and then we will be moving to the compilation phase and execution phase. Then comes your value type and reference type. As I told, we have 7 fundamental data types and 1 reference data type. So you need to understand the difference between value type and reference type so that you can be able to use them as required in your program. Then comes your operator and operands. So we will be learning basic operators and operands that you will be using frequently so that it will be making your life easy as a programmer. Then we will be learning difference between 2 very frequently used operators, double equal to operator and triple equal to operator, and what is the fundamental difference between them. Then comes your type of operator. So if you are migrating to JavaScript from a different programming language, then you might not be aware about this operator, but it's a very crucial operator that will help you in debugging in so many cases. So I will be putting specific light on this particular operator so that you will be having better understanding on this one. So moving on, we will be learning spread operator and rest parameter. So these are 2 things that we have in JavaScript, and that is making our life easy. So they have been introduced as part of ECMAScript. Then we will be learning about loops and conditionals. So you might be aware about this if you are coming from a different programming background. And then we will be diving into arrays, then objects, then we will be learning about functions. So in functions we will be covering up constructor function, arrow function, and iife. Iife stands for immediately invoked function expression. So that I will be covering up. Then comes your function declaration and function expression. What will be the basic fundamental difference between them, we will be understanding in greater detail. Then comes your scope. So if you are understanding scope, then you can be able to dive in greater detail and understand how exactly a variable will be behaving depending on the place where it is defined or declared. Then comes your asynchronous and synchronous code execution. So JavaScript is a asynchronous language, but you need to understand why it is called asynchronous when it comes to JavaScript. So what exactly is synchronous code and how exactly it will be behaving, and what exactly is asynchronous code and how exactly it will be behaving, all that we will be understand in greater depth. Then comes your callback functions. So callback functions are the heart of JavaScript, and if you are understanding callback function, then you can be able to achieve a good kind of hold on JavaScript. So I will be putting more light on that one. Then comes your string. Then I will be taking you through classes and inheritance as part of object oriented programming. Then I will be coming with promise. So we have promise in JavaScript that will be helping you to take any kind of asynchronous operation. Suppose for example you would like to call an API from your Cypress test case. How can you be able to achieve so? You need to take help of promise. If your program is dependent on the result from the server, then that is where you will be introducing promise. So you should be having a better clarity on that one. So I will take you through that. And then comes your async and await, that will be built on top of promise. So we will be discussing that one as well. Then finally I will be wrapping up the session by exception handling, which is definitely useful for your debugging purpose. And then I will be taking you through the browser developer tool in order to debug things properly, and when you are running a specific code, how you will be efficiently able to debug a specific code, and you will be able to troubleshoot what exactly going on inside the bits and pieces of your code. That will make you a better JavaScript developer. So that's all for this video. From next tutorial I will be starting on this series, so stay tuned, and I hope you to see you all in my upcoming series. Thank you so much.